Hello everyone, my name is Genki, and today we're going to see if I can beat Pokemon Sword with Only Rolycoly. Rolycoly is a pure rock type that evolves into a rock fire type, so it makes sense that Rolycoly learns a couple of fire moves by level up. One of those being Heat Crash, which does more damage the heavier the user. Rolycoly is only 26.5 pounds, or 12 kilograms for my non-American viewers. We are outweighing nothing when we eventually learn that move at level 35. By TM, we get more rock moves and some normal ground and steel moves. What you should take note of though is our setup moves. Reflect, Iron Defense, Rock Polish, and Sandstorm. I'll get more on that last one later. The reason for this mention is because of our base stats. Rolycoly has a 240 base stat total, 70 points lower than a first form starter. As expected of a rock type, our defenses are our best stat at 50 each. However, we do have 30 base HP. Attack and special attack are both 40, but from our move selection, I'm seeing us as being more of a physical attacker. Lastly, we have 30 base speed, meaning we're going to be outsped a lot. Let's go over the rules. I can only use Rolycoly in battle. No items in battle, only held items and items outside of combat are allowed. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's begin. I transferred a Rolycoly from Pokemon Home. I named him Hot Wheels. He's serious nature, so neutral stat gains with the heat proof ability. However, that is not important because we will not be keeping this iteration of Hot Wheels. More of that later as well. Now, despite being level 1, Hot Wheels begins with 4 moves. He should only know Tackle and Smokescreen, but instead he has all the moves he learns up to level 10. Speaking of level 10, that is when we did our first battle with Hop. Ulu is a 2 KO with Smackdown and Rapid Spin, which we use to increase our speed. Grookey is next, and I noticed that rock moves are neutral, but we go down to 2 branch pokes. I hope that's not foreshadowing what's to come. Anyway, we get our Dying Expanse and go to the wall area. We grind on raid dens until entering Motor Stoke. We then use more EXP candies to go up to level 18 before challenging our next hot battle. This is very dangerous. Hot Wheels is considered a traded Pokemon, which means he not only gains EXP faster in battle, but at level 21 he will stop listening to us. We start the hot battle by setting Reflect, but Wooloo is still at 2 KO. Next is Grookey, and Reflect is thankfully reducing Branch Poke's damage by quite a bit. 2 Smackdowns cause Hop to use his potion, but then the next turn, Grookey used Taunt, so it goes down. Last is Rookity, who is a one-shot. With this, we can go down Route 3, where we can catch a brand new Rolycoly, one that does not have a Disabuse level cap. She is also neutral nature, but this time we have the ability Steam Engine, which drastically increases Rolycoly's speed when it is hit with a water or fire move. I decided to keep with the name Hot Wheels despite our new partner having a gender swap. We can now venture into Gyro Mine, where we pick up the team for Rock Blast, a multi-hit rock move. I replaced Smackdown with Rock Blast, since Rock Blast will be doing more damage every time we get 3 to 5 hits. Time to battle Bead. Solosis is a 2 KO with Facade, which we had picked up from the wild area. Gothita activates our Citrus Berry and lowers our attack with Tickle, but is a 3 KO. Last is Hatena, who goes down to 2 Rock Blast. Time for the first gym, but before facing Milo, I made sure to get Hot Wheels to level 25 to learn Incinerate. Gossifleur only went for a weak Rapid Spin and was still slower after the speed boost, so it goes down to 2 Incinerates. Last is Eldegoss, but our max flare only does about a quarter of Eldegoss' health, causing us to go down to 2 max overgrowths. Eldegoss outspeeds Hot Wheels, so during Gossifleur we go for Rock Polish, as Gossifleur still tries to use Rapid Spin. This time, during Eldegoss, we stall out the Dynamax with 2 max guards and a max flare. Eldegoss' max overgrowth took us straight to yellow health though. Outside Dynamax, Incinerate takes Eldegoss to half health. Eldegoss' Leafage then leaves us at 9 HP, or 12 HP after Grassy Terrain Healing. But then for some reason, other Gauss goes for round, which we resist, allowing us to finish it off in 2 more incinerates. After the gym is a battle of Hop. Our first Rock Blast against Wooloo only got 2 hits, so Wooloo hit us with Growl, lowering our attack. We switched to Incinerate, but Wooloo survived on a Sliver, causing us to hit with a double kick. Wooloo goes down the next turn, and next is Flacky, who outspeeds and takes out Hot Wheels with a non-crit Razor Leaf. I then decided that, against Wooloo, we should set up Reflect and Rock Polish. Wooloo goes down to 2 Rock Blasts thanks to a crit. Rock Polish allows us to outspeed Flacky, and Incinerate does about a third of Flacky's health. Flacky then for some reason used Double Hit, which we resist. Our Reflect wore off, so we had to reset it, as Flacky used Screech, lowering our defense. However, the next turn, Flacky used Round, a special move, as we take it out with 2 more Incinerates. Last is Quarter Squire, and our Rock Blast only gets 3 hits, allowing Quarter Squire to use Pluck and eat our Citrus Berry. It goes down the next turn. Now, next is the Water Gym, and we learned nothing that's super effective. So I decided to make a trip to the Olive Armor to pick up the Flame Orb to boost our Facade. Let's go battle Nessa. Thanks to the gym mission, we're already burned as the battle begins. Goldie of course outspeeds and hits us with Water Pulse, which confuses us, but also it activates Steam Engine, boosting our speed. Boosted Facade doesn't even do half of Goldie's HP, so we go down. Time for some good old stat grinding. I feel at this point we need to increase our attack stat. Goldie activating Steam Engine is important, but it needs to be a 2-hit KO. I did some grinding off screen, but we returned to Nessa at level 36. Goldie's Water Pulse is now a 4-hit KO against us, versus a 2-hit KO, but because of Steam Engine, Goldie the next turn goes for Agility, as we step 2 Iron Defenses. We got rid of the Flame Orb by the way. Rock Blast takes Goldie to half health, but then we missed our second Rock Blast, allowing Goldie to fully set up 3 Agilities, and outspeed us again. Yeah, I thought it was weird too, that Steam Engine gives us a full +6 to our speed. Goldie takes us to half health, activating our Citrus Berry, before finally going down. Erkuda is a one-shot from a 3-hit Rock Blast, and last is Dreadnought. We go for a Max Guard first turn, and then a Max Rockfall, which got a crit. Max Rockfall also sets up Sandstorm, which, for those who don't know, boosts the special defense of Rock Pokemon. This, along with our Iron defenses, allows us to survive Max Geyser. Dreadnought has access to both a physical and special Max Geyser. We go for one more Max Rockfall, and survive another Max Geyser, before exiting Dynamax. Rock Blast finishes off Dreadnought, and we finally have our second batch. Following the gym is a battle of Beat and Garamon number 2. Against Solosis, we start with an Iron Defense, which causes Solosis Psyshock to do less damage. The gimmick of Psyshock is that it uses the user's special attack with the target's physical defense. Solosis is a one-shot with a 3-hit Rock Blast. Gothita is a one-shot with a 4-hit Rock Blast. Hatena survives a 3-hit Rock Blast, and hits us with Psybeam. Beat then uses a Super Potion, so 2 more Rock Blasts take out Hatena. Last is Ponyta, who goes down to 2 Rock Blasts. Next up is Marnie and Motostoke, and Krogo's Revenge takes us straight to red health. We need a different strategy, so come back a few levels higher. While holding leftovers, we set up Iron Defense against Krogunk. We go back and forth between Protect and Iron Defense in order to get more leftovers recovered. Revenge only does boosted damage if Krogunk is hit that turn, so we're able to take the hits well. We set up a full 3 Iron Defenses, before taking out Krogunk with 2 Silk Scarf boosted Facades. Scraggy's next, and Facade is looking like a 3-hit KO. But Scraggy's only super effective move is Low Kick, which does damage based on weight, and again, Hot Wheels is only 26.5 pounds. After 2 Facades, Marnie uses her Super Potion on Scraggy, but 3 more Facades take out Scraggy. Last is Morpeko, who also goes down to 3 hits. Time for the third gym. Kabu starts with Ninetales, who only knows moves we resist, so while we did get burned, we were able to set up Iron Defense. Also, Ninetales' fire moves activate Steam Engine as we fully set up 3 Iron Defenses. Facade 2-shots Ninetales. Arcanine is next, so our attack is down from Intimidate. However, because of our speed, Arcanine spends 2 turns on Agility before using Bite as we take it out with 3 Facades. Last is Cinescourge. Our burn, along with the Intimidate, lowers the power of our Dynamax moves, so Cinescourge survives a double super effective Max Rockfall. It then hits us with a crit Max Flare Bot, taking Hot Wheels to red health. It goes down the next turn. We can now go to Hammerlock and on the stone side, where we have a battle with Hop. We forgot to heal for the battle. Cramorant goes first and hits us with Pluck as we set up Iron Defense. We fully set up 3 Iron Defenses before taking Cramorant to red health. Hop then uses his Super Potion, but a 3-hit Rock Blast finishes off Cramorant. Against Silicobra, we go for Dig, and while Silicobra does not resist ground moves, it takes 4 digs to take out Silicobra. Next is Flaky, who hits us with Razor Leaf, but it goes down to 2 Rock Blasts. Last is Toxel, who is a 1-shot with Dig. Time for the 4th gym, and we're a 1-shot by Hammerlock. Now, let's go over some math as we go through our next grind session. Revenge is 60 base power. If the Pokemon is hit that turn, the power of Revenge is doubled to 120. Hot Wheels is weak to fighting moves, so that doubles the power again to 240 power. Now, let's couple that with Hitmontop's same type attack bonus, and we're looking at a 360 power move. It's insane. Also, 3 of B's Pokemon have this move. I challenged B so many times, trying to find a good strategy, but our defeat was always at the hands of either Revenge or Counter. But then at level 63, we're able to take out Hitmontop with a boosted Facade. Next up is Pangoro, who has Circle Throw instead of Revenge. Through luck, and by locking Pangoro in the workup as we set up Iron Defense, and a Circle Throw miss, we are able to take on Pangoro and 2 Facades. But next up is Surfetched. Thanks to our Iron Defenses, we can take Revenge as we take it out in 2 Facades. However, we don't have the health to beat Machamp. We attempt again at level 65. We start with an Iron Defense as Hitmontop fails counter. Our Flame Orb then activates and Hitmontop goes down. We set up another Iron Defense against Pangoro as Pangoro hits us with Circle Throw. Pangoro goes down to a crit. Surfetched likes to start with Detect, allowing us to set up our final Iron Defense. It survives Facade, but then it just sets up Sword Stance, so it goes down the next turn. Last is Machamp. We go for 2 Max Guards and a Max Strike to stall out the Dynamax. Machamp's G-Max Cheese Strike thankfully does not do that much damage. When we leave Dynamax, Facade leaves Machamp on 1 HP, but Machamp just goes for Scary Face, lowering our speed. Thankfully, we are still faster, so Machamp goes down. After this battle, I never want to see Revenge for a while. I am so glad the next video is in Scarlet and Violet. After the gym, we have a battle with Bede. However, his team is an easy sweep with Ironhead. Time for the 5th gym. We start by setting up Sandstorm to raise our special defense. We then go for 2 Iron Defenses before 1-shotting Weezing. Mawile is next, so our attack is down from Intimidate, but we had spent so much time on Weezing that we got the question for the attack boost from Opal. Mawile is a 2-hit KO. Togekiss is a 1-shot, and last is Alcremie, who is also a 1-shot. We can now go back to Hammerlock, where we have a battle with Hop. Against Trevenant, we set up 3 Iron Defenses, as Trevenant uses Confuse Ray and hits us with Horn Beam. A 4-hit Rock Blast 1-shots Trevenant. Next is Rillaboom, who outspeeds and hits us with Drum Beating. Drum Beating gives a guaranteed speed drop, so we're at -2 as we take out Rillaboom and 2 Rock Blast. Snorlax is a lucky 1-shot with a 5-hit Rock Blast. Boltund is a 1-shot with Dig, and Heatmore is also a 1-shot. Time for the 6th gym. For Barbaracle, Iron Hit is neutral, so we go for Dig, as Barbaracle uses Shell Smash, causing it to be an easy 1-shot. Thanks to a crit, Ironhead takes out Shuckle in 2 hits. However, against Sojourner, we set up a couple iron defenses before one-shotting it and Lassus Colossal, who goes down to 2 Max Quakes. Following the gym is another battle with Hop, and the difficulty in this one spiked by a bunch. Double only has normal moves, but among them is Growl. So while we set up our iron defenses, Double can destroy our attack stat. We go down to Rillaboom. The solution I decided to go with is to go with the special set. We start by setting up Rock Polish and Iron Defense. We then go for Ancient Power, and get the Omni Boost first turn. One more Ancient Power takes out Double. Rillaboom gets taken immediately to low health from Incinerate, but then Hop uses Hyper Potion. It goes down to 2 more hits. Picurchin survives Incinerate, but then it uses Bubble Beam, activating Steam Engine. It goes down the next turn, and next is Snorlax. We use up our last 2 power points of Ancient Power, as Snorlax does good damage to Heavy Slam. All we have left is Incinerate, which Snorlax resists thanks to Thick Fat. We are in red health when we finally take out Snorlax. Last is Corviknight, who only goes for Scary Face, allowing us to take it out in 2 Incinerates. We can now go down round 9 and Shiny Grab Block! I only have Pokeballs. Next is the Battle of Marnie. Liepard is a one-shot with Rock Slide, which we had picked up on the way here. Against Scrafty, we set up our iron defenses, as Scrafty only used Scary Face and Swagger. It's a 2K with Dig. Toxicroak is a one-shot, and last is Morpeko, who is also a one-shot. Time for the 7th gym. Scrafty is first, so our attack is down from Intimidate. We start by setting up our iron defenses and Rock Polish, as Scrafty only used Payback despite having Burp Break. 5 Iron Heads took out Scrafty. Next is Obstagoon. We switch between Rock Slide and Iron Head, and sometimes we need to go for Iron Defense thanks to Obstruct's defense drop. However, we took out Obstagoon in 8 hits, while still in green health. Thank you, Leftovers. Now, unlike Obstagoon, Malamar and Skuntank are both 3-hit KOs. Time for the 8th gym. Now, if you were thinking I'm going to have a hard time with the Dragon Ground gym, then you're darn right. Flygon thankfully has no ground moves, but it does have Steel Wing, while Gigalith has Sand Tomb, but more importantly, Body Press. Because at level 71, Gigalith's Body Press does half of our health. Needless to say, we need to grind. 3 hours and many re-attempts later, we challenge Raihan at level 97. We go for a first turn Dynamax. Flygon thankfully goes for Magikarp, as we one-shot Flygon with Max Steel Spike, which gives us a defense boost. Gigalith's Body Press thankfully does not do that much damage. Raihan sends out Sandaconda. Max Steel Spike takes out Gigalith, but then Sandaconda goes for Glare. Thankfully, we're holding a Cherry Berry to heal the paralysis. Last is Duraludon, who outspeeds and hits us with Max Knuckle. However, it is a one-shot with Max Quake, which gives us a special defense boost. All that is left is Sandaconda, who managed to paralyze us again. It took many turns thanks to annoying Protect spam, but 2 digs take out Sandaconda, while we are in red health from 2 Earth Powers. We can finally go to Wyndon to attend the semifinals, where we first have a battle with Marnie. However, after 1 Rock Polish, Liepard is a one-shot, Scrafty is a 2-shot, Toxicroak is a one-shot, Morpeko is a one-shot, and lastly Grimmsnarl is a one-shot. Next is Hop. Double outspeeds and goes for Cotton Guard, but then we go for Rock Polish to increase our speed, allowing us to outspeed Double and take it to half health with Stone Edge. We go for 1 more Rock Polish. Double then survives Iron Head, causing Hop to use his full restore. However, a crit Iron Head finishes off Double. Snorlax is a 2 KO. Corviknight is a crit one-shot with Stone Edge. Picurchin is a non-crit one-shot. And last is Rillaboom, who is a one-shot with Max Flare. By the way, that Max Flare is coming off Heat Crash, because it is a 130 power physical move. Time to scale Rose Tower, where we have to battle Oleana. Frostess outspeeds and hits us with Will-O-Wisp, but we had Lumberry equipped as we set up Iron Defense. Frostlass then went for double team, but it's a one-shot with Rock Slide. Milotic is a two-shot, Serena is a one-shot, Salazzle is a one-shot, and last is Garbodor, who is also a one-shot. We can now start the finals, but first is the battle of B. Mawile is first, but our White Herb negates Mawile's Intimidate. We set up one Iron Defense before one-shotting Mawile with Dig. Gardevoir and Rapidash are also one-shots, and last is Hatterene, who is a one-shot. Time for Nessa. Against Golisopod, we go for Iron Defense, as Golisopod hit us with Liquidation, getting the defense drop, but more importantly, activating Steam Engine. We used one more Iron Defense, but Golisopod had gone for Swords Dance, so we one-shot with Stone Edge, and then set up our last Iron Defense against Barraskewda. 2 Iron Heads cost Nessa's user full restore, but Barraskewda goes down to 3 more Iron Heads. Seeking and Pelipper are both one-shots with Stone Edge, and last is Dreadnought, who is a 2 KO. Next up is B. We start with the Protect, as Hawlucha goes for High Jump Kick and crashes, causing it to lose half its health. The next turn, Hawlucha goes for a second High Jump Kick, taking Hot Wheels straight to 53 HP, as we set up Iron Defense. We go for Protect again, causing Hawlucha to take itself out with its own High Jump Kick. Phalanx is next, and it thankfully misses its Rock Tomb, as we take it out in 2 Iron Heads. Against Surf Edge, we set up our last 2 Iron Defenses, before taking it out in 2 Iron Heads. Grab Lock only goes for Octo Lock, as we take it out in 2 hits, and last is Machamp. We go for Max Guard and 2 Max Steel Spikes, taking Machamp to red health, but then B used her full restore. However, 2 Iron Heads finish off Machamp. Last is Raihan. First turn, we immediately go for Sandstorm, getting rid of Torkoal's Drought. We then set up Iron Defense, as Torkoal used the weak Solar Beam, Yawn, and Body Press. It then used Lava Plume, activating our Steam Engine. Torkoal is a one-shot with Rock Slide. Flygon only resets Sandstorm, so we take it out in 2 Iron Heads. Goodra survives Rock Slide in red health, causing Raihan to use his full restore, but 2 more Rock Slides take it out. Turtonair is a one-shot, and last is Duraludon. 3 Max Rock Falls leave Duraludon in red health, allowing us to take it out immediately outside Dynamax with Rock Slide. Time to go about Chum and Rose. We start with Iron Defense, as the Escavalier went for Swords Dance, which is not what I wanted to see. Rock Slide takes Escavalier to yellow health, but no flinch, so Escavalier's Iron Head also takes us to yellow health. Escavalier goes down, and next is Ferrothorn. We set up one more Iron Defense, as Ferrothorn goes for Curse. And thanks to Ferrothorn going for a second Curse, it goes down to 2 Incinerates. Berserker and Klinklang are both 2 KOs, and last is Copperajah, who is also a 2 KO. Time for Eternatus. Eternatus' Dragon moves hit hard, so we have to set up Sandstorm for the special defense boost, as we take it out in 2 digs. Time for Turn Max Eternatus. We thankfully survive Max Wormwind, as we set up Sandstorm. Zacian and Zamazenta thankfully are immune to Sandstorm damage. We then just start spamming Dig, for both super effective damage and to protect ourselves from getting hit. Eternatus goes down in 5 turns. Finally, it's time for Leon. Now, I had a little bit of strategy going in. I was planning on using Dig to one-shot Aegislash in Sword form, and then use Inteleon to activate Steam Engine, while our special defense was boosted by Sandstorm. Well, when Aegislash decides to cooperate, Leon sends out Axorus next, who outspeeds and can do a lot of damage with Earthquake and Iron Tail. However, I was determined. The strategy was there. I just had to find it, and eventually I did. With the moveset of Rock Slide, Rock Polish, Protect, and Dig, we got this run against Leon. We start by setting Rock Polish, as Aegislash used King Shield. We then use Protect, as Aegislash tried to attack with Flash Cannon. It does not go back to Shield form, so it is a one-shot with Dig. Axorus misses its Iron Tail, allowing us to take it out in 2 Rock Slides. We get a flinch during Inteleon, so it is a 2 KO. Dragapult finally damages us with 2 Shadow Balls, thanks to a Rock Slide miss, but it is also a 2 KO. Mr. Rime is a one-shot, and last is Charizard, who is also a one-shot. We beat Pokemon Sword with the Only Rolycoly. Thank you to everyone who watched this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.